Hey y'all, how are we doing? What's going on? I'm here with another tutorial video that I hope y'all will enjoy. And we're just gonna jump right into it. So, what I'm using on her eyebrows is, I believe is the NYX Micro Pencil. Everything will be in the description box below, so if I say the wrong thing, it should be right in the description box. Her eyebrows are very, very sparse. So I don't want to go ahead and overdraw her eyebrows. I was really trying to work on that because it's a common thing that people do. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that anybody who does is like no negativity behind it. I just try to work on enhancing my clients, but not necessarily like changing the way that they look. If the eyebrows are sparse, they're going to be. I want them to be true to how they really are, even with the makeup on. They ended up getting a little dark at the end anyway, but it was just good that I had that in my mind. Like, don't overdraw her eyebrows, because they aren't that dark to begin with. So now I'm going to take my MAC 32 brush and I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn, and I'm gonna highlight underneath her eyebrow and also bring the concealer down so I can start laying my base for the eyeshadow. Um, Looking back at this, I really didn't have to do all of that with the concealer, but I really can be a perfectionist sometimes, and when stuff don't look the way I want it to look, there's a problem. But yeah, that was just me being ugly. So I'm bringing the concealer down, starting to lay down the base for her eyeshadow. And when I do this step, I make sure that the concealer is, there's a thin layer of concealer, not a thick layer of concealer, because we honestly don't even really need that much concealer. That's why when I initially put the concealer under the eyebrow, I just try and spread it all out before I go for more. So now I'm going to take this brown, I believe it was out of the Morphe 3502 palette, with this Sephora cut crease brush, and I'm gonna just pat that on the outer corner. Well, that's what I call it, of her eye. And I'm just gonna pat it. I'm not gonna swipe because I really want this part of her eye to be intense. I realized that I could have added a darker brown or I could have added black, but I didn't. And now I'm gonna take this Eco Tools brush and blend out the edges of what I just put on her eye. Because even though I want it to be intense, I don't want any harsh lines on her face at all. So I'm gonna blend it out. And then I'm gonna go back in with the cut crease brush and the same brown, and I'm gonna try to intensify it more. I really didn't want two layer colors on top. I really just wanted it to be like a very simple look. So I think that's the reason why I didn't really take like a darker brown or a black. And next I'm gonna take this gold from the Prism palette, and I remember that because I really haven't used that palette in a while, and I stumbled across it and I was like, ooh girl, you paid a lot of money for this, you better use it. So I'm using the Prism palette. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Once again, everything, the name of the eyeshadow, everything will be in the description box below. And this is just a brush that I have no clue where I got it from, but it's a flat brush. And I'm just kind of doing a cut crease without cutting a crease. I tried to do more of a soft look. And then I'm just gonna blend the gold in with the brown. So I can create a smooth transition between colors. Because once again, we don't want harsh lines. We don't want anything on her face that is not seamless. So I spent a lot of time trying to blend that. And then I took this like white, kind of like white gold, I would say, and I put it in her inner corner. That's also in the Prism palette. Once again, everything will be in the description box below. Let me breathe. Stay out my fantasy. Give me the thing that ready for really get to life. Tell me all about the things where you were fantasize. I know you dig the way my step, the way my make me stride. Follow your feeling, baby girl, because so now I'm gonna take this Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer and I'm gonna prime her face. Now the story with this foundation is that I wanted to try something different, and this is the reason why I'm doing this whole series to begin with. Well, these videos when I can do them, because I want to try some different things and try to figure out if there's any other way that I can do my makeup that works for me and turns out nice. So what I tried to do was match her foundation to her neck. Something I really don't do. I like to match foundation to the face just because I know people's necks are usually lighter than their faces, and I really strive not to have flashback with my clients because that's a no-no. So it's really in my comfort zone to just match my client's foundation to their face, but this time I wanted to try to match her foundation to her neck. And I'm gonna be honest, I went a little light. This is me just highlighting underneath her eye with the MAC 32 brush. And I'm gonna also highlight her nose. And then I'm gonna take this Real Techniques Sam and Nick brush that I got from Target, and I'm gonna take that and work it underneath her eyes. As I said in the first video, this step that I had changed, where I started to use this brush instead of using a beauty blender under her eye, really started to help me because I can see what I'm doing versus the beauty blender, which takes up a lot of space and covers a lot of the area that I'm trying to work on, and I can't see it. So I would rather blend it out and try to see what I'm doing. That way, I just feel like her concealer, or anybody's concealer, goes on more smooth when I do it like that. So with this foundation, it just was too light for me. Like, I just couldn't do it. So what I ended up doing was I took a darker foundation and I actually used that to contour on her face. So I did kind of like a reverse highlight and contour because it was almost like I highlighted first, and then I went back in with her actual skin color and put it around, and then I contoured on top, just a light contour on top of that, because I didn't want to go too dark. Yeah. And now I'm taking this Black Radiance pressed powder, and I'm going to dust away her, I was dusting away her setting powder. And then I went in and I highlighted her nose and you know, everybody's favorite part, the highlight. Gotta get it blinging. I used a pigment that I got from Rite Aid. Um, Once again, it'll be in the description box below because I had no idea what it's called. And on her lips, I used a NYX Slip Tease. Also will be in the description box below. But overall, I liked the way it turned out. Um, it was beautiful. She looked great. I know why I need to work on nail, and I'm glad that I'm doing these videos. And I'm glad that you guys are here to watch. So y'all know how I get it popping in my corner of the world. And as always, I hope that you enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy filming it. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.